Hello, you two. We have been thinking about pirates, as you know, and we're going to do a writing activity today based on a book called The Pirates Next Door. Here's my book, and it's written by Johnny Duddle. I'm going to read this story to you, and hopefully you might be able to see some of the pictures, but listen carefully for our activity to follow. Matilda lived in Delancey, a gloomy seaside town, too busy in the summer. You can see the sun and the sun shining. And in winter, it shut down. There weren't too many kids around, just Tilda on her street. The lawns were mowed, the cars were washed, the hedges trimmed and neat. The house next door had been for sale since Tilda was a baby. She hoped a family would move in with a girl her age, or maybe a pirate boy. Ahoy! He had a patched-up jeans and an eye patch and a wooden-legged dog and a pirate ship with treasure chests and barrels full of grog. We're the Jolly Rogers. We've been anchoring next door. We've sailed the 7 seas, but now we've come ashore. I feel a little landsick, but Mom says it'll pass. That's my mother over there digging up the grass. That's Dad over yonder, the captain of our crew. He likes to shout, "Ooh-ar" a lot, because that's what pirates do. Grandpa won't set foot on shore. He's allergic to dry land. The last time that he left the ship, the king chopped off his hand. That urchin there's called Nugget. She's a rascal, as you'll see. She ain't learnt to fire a cannon yet, but then she's only 3. Next morning, Tilda blurted, "Life's not boring anymore. Isn't it fantastic that the pirates moved next door?" But Mum and Dad were not impressed. The neighbourhood will sneer. The way they dress, the way they speak, they won't fit in around here. Their lad is always playing with the most alarming toys. We'd rather you were friends with more normal boys and girls. But that very day, young Jim lad came to Matilda's school. Though no one else would sit with him, Matilda said, "You're cool. You ain't so bad yourself, my lass. For a landlubber, that's rare. I'm a scurvy sea dog, but you'll be all right sitting there." The teacher said Jim should wear shoes, and his uniform was wrong. She wrote a note, but Jim replied, "I won't be staying long. We're only here a little while so Dad can fix our ship. We ain't cut out for life on land. This stay will just be a blip. We are the Jolly Rogers, and we need to be at sea. School just grand, but understand, it's a pirate's life for me." After school, a neighbour came around for cake and tea. Her name was Mrs. Bumble from number 33. Miss Pinky called the council to see what they could do. She didn't live through 2 world wars to have pirates spoil her view. "Isn't it disgraceful? On such a lovely street, you'd think that they would try to keep their garden looking neat." "There you go," said Mrs. Devine, who lived at number 89. "Their teeth are black. Their nails are too. This dirtiness just will not do. They never wash. Their kids have lice. They really don't smell very nice." "You smell okay to me." Thanks." "They wear old clothes and scruffy hats, and I'm told their ships are full of rats." Also cross was Mr. Shaw, the grumpy man at 34. He liked to read the paper on his sunlit patio, but the pirate ships blocked out the light, so he said, "They'll have to go. I'd like some peace and quiet, but they're fixing up that boat, hammering all day and night. That thing will never float." The 2 Mrs. Yateses at 88 told everyone who passed their gate, "We saw them grab the postman. They made him walk the plank. It's lucky he can swim, but we're afraid his post bag sank." "They scared the ducks," said Mrs. Snooks, "and terrorised the park. They boarded people's rowboats and fired cannons at the ducks." Oh dear. Driving home from bingo, Mrs. Plum got quite a fright. "They dinged up the roundabout in the middle of the night." "They have cutlasses," said Mr. Brown, "and love to run you through. They'll steal your gold, or so I'm told. What are we to do?" Mrs. Bevan from 87 marched down to the town hall. She collected a petition, 50 signatures in all. "They're digging holes and fighting fights, the beginning of the end. I've lived here for years and years, and so have all my friends." Before you know it, there'll be more. We all have pirates lodged next door. The Jolly Rogers cannot stay. You must make them go away. That night there was a tapping at Matilda's window pane. Outside was Jim. He whispered, "I've got something to explain. Whenever we stop somewhere new, the neighbours are unkind. To show them pirates aren't so bad, we leave them something behind. Shh. Now the black hole's shipshape, and it's time we sailed away. And I'll just be sad to leave, so I have enjoyed our stay. But we pirates need adventure to see lands across the ocean. We need cutlasses and treasure maps and lots of suntan lotion. Though our visit here just has to end, I hope you'll still stay, my friend. If you want, we can send notes. Use something handy that floats." Matilda's bedroom. Matilda awoke next morning, puzzled by what Jim had said. She vowed she'd keep in touch with him, and she struggled out of bed. She opened her curtains and she stretched out and had a yawn. And there, to her amazement, was a cross on every lawn. Can you see them? "Oh, what a shame they've left. I didn't say goodbye. Oh, they're such a lovely family. I think I could cry. I'm such a pirate fan, you know. They were such pretty hats. I rather like their singing, and I'll miss those fluffy rats." After that, the town went on landlubbing happily, but Tilda now goes fishing on the jetty by the sea. She's waiting for a message to wash up on the shore from her very special pirate friend, the one who lived next door. So now it's the school holidays. You can come aboard our ship. We'll pick you up next Tuesday for a special pirate trip. There they are. I can see the pirates sailing away to the distance. Hope you like my story. I really like it, and I know my daughter loves it. So now we're going to think about what we could do from our story. So I thought we could pretend to be Matilda and write our pirate friend Pete a letter. So I hope you can see what I can see. I'm going to share my screen so you can see. And I'm going to show you my PowerPoint. I'm hoping you can see what I can see. Bear with me. Now, you should hopefully be able to see my PowerPoint. Okay, and it says how to send out an informal letter. So as you can see, I've shown you how your letter should look. At the top there, we've got our address on the right-hand side of your paper. You might need to ask a grown-up what your address is to help you. And then on the left-hand side, right at the top there, you can see that the date has been written. Now we've left a line and it says, "Dear John and Amy." Well, we're not writing to John and Amy. We're going to write to Pirate Pete. Okay, and then a line is left and you can start the body of your message, of your letter. And at the end, we've got a nice goodbye, love from. You could maybe choose something else that you want to write. And this is my example of a letter. "Dear Pirate Pete, I miss you so much. Everyone was really shocked to find the treasure buried in their gardens. Some people were not too happy with the mess that digging up their gardens made. Now you've left, everyone is saying they like having you to live in town. Maybe this means you could come back. Life here is very boring without you. I have no one to sit next to at school, and our road is terribly quiet. I miss the excitement of having your family next door. I wonder who will live there next. What an adventure you must be having. I wish I could become a pirate and sail the seas with you. I would love to wear an eye patch and a pirate hat. Please write back to me, your forever friend, Matilda." Now, all you need is a pen and paper, and I would love you to write your own letter. Now, if you're in Miss Farouk's writing group, you might just start with trying to change the letters that I've put in dark black writing and underlined. If you're in Miss Johnston's group, I've given you a challenge, which is the purple exclamation sentence at the end. I wonder if you could change that to a different sentence. I think everyone here could have a really good go at making up their own letter. And when you've finished, I've put up a family task for you to do. Look, here's my writing checklist. Could a friend or a family member check your letter? Does your letter have an address at the top? Does it have a date? Do you have a Dear Pirate Pete? Does it have an introduction, detail, a conclusion? And how are you finishing your letter? Does it say, "Love from my forever friend," or does it say love from or best wishes? You may choose, and you could have a tick to make sure you've included everything in your writing. Hope you're really going to enjoy having fun writing with and having your family check your letter at the end. I'm hoping that has worked, and I shall see you all soon. I miss you, Year 2. Bye.